ASMR. So today or tonight, I am going to. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I actually feel pretty good right now, which is cool. I feel really motivated with music, and I just barely actually wrote my first song that I actually like. And it's been a very long time, and I finally did today. Just barely, like an hour ago. It took me like an hour, but I just, as soon as I started writing it, I liked the hook, and I thought, I am not going to stop until I finish this, which could either be good or bad, but I figured it's good, because it's a lot better to push through it and potentially make a mistake than to give up halfway and never finish it again. So I did that, and I pushed through it, and I have it's like, I don't know, it's like if you have a pain in your back for months and it doesn't go away, and someone fixes it, just like, you know what I mean? It just feels like a weight off my shoulders, and I don't know, a lot of things are kind of getting into line. I'm obviously, life isn't perfect, but I have a lot of good things coming and a lot of hope, and I'm starting to get hopeful for the future with just everything I'm gonna do. I mean, I'm really starting to not care what people think at all. And I don't know how long that will last, but it's lasting me right now, and it feels so good. And I'm trying to only let good information in and motivating things, I guess. And I don't know, it's working. And I always think in terms of like statistics, like the odds of me succeeding in the music industry, almost none, because most people don't. But then as I start to see myself failing and seeing why, and as I understand human behavior, like I start to understand why so many people fail at it. And it's not something you can be taught, really. It's something you just figure out. And so nobody in a million years could tell me why people fail in the music industry. Like, truly tell me. And I'd understand it. It's something that I have to figure out and see and notice and take into account. And I just kind of realized, like, what I've been like hearing about why people fail over and over again. Some of it is true, some of it isn't, and the things that are true, I don't understand really. And so I guess it took me going down the path of failing to really start to see why people fail. And I think that'll just get better. And I think writing this song and hopefully finishing it over the next few days is gonna do a lot for me too, because once I get a good song finished, I think it's kind of a mental thing, and I'm gonna be more confident with it and write better things, and it'll be a positive feedback loop going upward. So yeah, I'm watching a lot of like interviews. One interview I watched today was with Logic. I really like him, and I started fading away from him because I don't know, I was like with the crowd of people who just hate him for no reason, and watching a full length like 2-hour interview. It was called Between the Sheets, Logic, and I don't know, it was just so eye-opening, and seeing his perspective on things, and like how he's just a normal dude, and everyone who succeeds, they're just normal people. They've all got lots of issues too, and it's normal for that to be the case, especially when you're a creative type of person. Like, most of us have a lot of problems, a lot of the same problems, like anxiety, derealization, substances, just random things like that. So it was really eye-opening to watched that interview, and it was so well done. And I'm really learning the importance of focus and focusing and sitting down and doing one thing at a time and not trying to multitask, because you can't do that. I mean, you gotta sit and focus. I don't. It's so hard to do that too, but I cleared my social medias, as I said in the last video, and I think that was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back, in a good sense. That was the push I needed to start really deciding, like, I'm gonna take responsibility over my future, because I've been letting the world decide who I am or who I want to be. And I think just today something's clicked, and I've really found myself again, or at least a little bit. And I want to keep riding that train, and going, and seeing where I go and what I become. And I think what it really comes down to now is I'm starting to break down my old way of living. And so it was kind of rough doing that, because then I'm kind of just floating in existence with no guidelines or purpose. But now here I am, starting to rebuild, and I've been wanting to rebuild this purpose for some time, but it's not something you can just magically do. You gotta learn things and see things, and learning how to live without society being your judge and living on your own terms. That is something not everyone even does in their lifetime, let alone by themselves. I mean, you have to do it by yourself, but not everybody completes that journey, and I really hope I do. So, yeah, it's difficult, but I think as I'm slowly making myself better and working on good habits and things like that, like, I really have a fighting chance. And just everyday things is what excites me. Like, I don't know, just small things like going shopping with my two brothers and being able to get what we want. Or, like, I don't know, walking around a city at nighttime right after a show. Or, like, I don't know, the sunset in a nice city. Like, things like that. I just, like, really small things. Different hotel rooms and seeing those. And I don't know, all of it excites me. Plane rides, especially plane rides. And I kind of am starting to think about, like, really what I want my, like, family-wise. Like, I seriously, if I succeed, like, I could take care of family. And that's everyone's dream. And it's kind of mine. It was mine for a while, and I lost touch of that. And I'm really starting to think about it, and I could. So, yeah. It's a lot to think about, and it's a lot I'm taking in, but I feel like I'm on the up and up, and I'm grateful. So, yeah, I'm going to end it there. I hope you are finding happiness in your life, too. We all deserve it, and I will see you in my next video.